My name is James Williams Jr. This is Kung Fu Havoc number 2. And this is my second attempt on making this video. It is going to be a reverse racist statement that's going to come out my mouth and it's going to piss off everybody. However, it is a reverse racist statement with a big dash of the truth in it. And this is why we can't ever get anywhere in life, because this keeps happening. And as long as hatred is going to spread, it's going to keep messing it up. So earlier this morning I got this article from Top Buzz, and it also has a video. I'm not going to show the video, but this is pathetic. I'm going to read it. I'm going to give you my thoughts on it, and I'm going to start off by telling you we have another asshole that has fucked it up for people of color, specifically black people, because this jackass is black. Here we go. NYPD arrests a black man who was roaming the streets of Manhattan and committing hate crimes against white people, including hitting a 20-year-old woman over the head with a brick. Thanks, dickhead. Thanks a lot for fucking it up for us. Police in New York arrested a man they say committed hate crimes against white people, including hitting a 20-year-old woman over the head with a brick. Todd Lyons, good job, Mr. Lyons, 33, arrested Friday, on my birthday, of course, and charged with hate crimes and assault after video showing a shirtless man roaming the streets of the city, launching unprovoked attacks on at least 4 victims. The footage shows one 20-year-old woman hit from behind. The video does not show that, by the way, because I watched it. At least the video on my phone doesn't show that. As she walked alone. Police told the New York Times that the woman was lucky to be alive. She could have been easily seriously injured. The authorities say Lyon called one of his victims oh God, man. He called them a fucking honky. In a hate spree police started on the evening of August the 6th. Okay, so it happened a week or so before my birthday, which is just as bad. The suspect said to have ran up behind a 56-year-old man before pushing him to the floor. Then, on August the 14th, Lyons accused of attacking 3 or more people, including a 64-year-old woman who he allegedly hit in the neck and shoulder with a stick. God, this guy's a punk. He later hit the 20-year-old woman in the head with a brick. A 58-year-old man was then hit in the face during the attack, in which he said he had been told off. Get off the street, you honky, you fucking honky. You don't belong here. Lyons has been charged with 3 accounts of hate crimes and assault of 3 accounts. On August 16th, he was arrested. Glad this thing happened the weekend before my birthday weekend. Says that to unrelated incidents alleging pulling the 25-year-old woman's hair before pushing her to the ground. His alleged victim said to have suffered bruises to her arm. Lyons also was arrested in July over assault in the Bronx that was caught invading a police cell. God damn, this dude just can't get enough. Anyway, you guys can find that story on Top Buzz. Let me scroll back up to show you this dickhead's picture. There is a video. If you guys want to watch that, you go, feel free. This is that douchebag that just fucked it up for black people in New York. Just like the Uber driver. So now let me give you my thoughts. Alright. First and foremost, I'm multicultural. I am Cherokee. I am black. And I am white. And you can put it in any order you want. It won't change a damn thing. I could have came on and said I am black, I am Cherokee, and I am white. I am white, I am Cherokee, and I am black. Either way, it doesn't change a damn thing. I personally do not believe that I have the right to be a racist because I am all-American. I also understand that when one black person does something stupid, it fucks it up for all black people. And we need to raise our children that is what happens when you do something stupid. You don't just fuck it up for you, you fuck it up for everybody. I do these things in fairness. I do it when it's black people. I do it when it's white people. I do it when it's Asians or Native Americans. I do it. I don't bring you anything out of Asia because they're all Asians. They all have to deal with their own. And I know that when you are in Hong Kong or China or Japan or Malaysia or Jakarta, you know that the majority of your people there are Asian. So I know when you get up on the news and say something happened, you're like, oh yeah, it's one of us. One of our dumbasses done fucked up. Unless you know that there's a bunch of Americans there that do stupid shit, and the first thing you cut out and say, please, for once, let it be an American that has fucked up in this country. And that has happened. There have been some Americans that have gone over to foreign countries and have fucked up. You know, but for America, racism is a very hot pocket topic. And the fact that racism has become more the front line nowadays than it ever was before, due to the fact that, you know, current administration has allowed all this stuff to go on, and here in Charlottesville with that whole clusterfuck, you know, a lot of things that could have been avoided in Charlottesville with the Unite the Right crap is if everybody stayed at home. Everybody. The protesters, the anti-protesters, Miss Hare wouldn't have lost her life. All that shit. But human nature is a funny and fracked up ass thing. We tend to do what we want versus doing what's right. And doing what we want, even if it feels right at that moment, might not always be the right thing to do. Henceforth, some of my videos that I made over the weekend probably wasn't the right thing to do to insult somebody who tried to delegitimize my martial arts. I probably shouldn't have used such a big word, delegitimize, but you know, it was the thing needed so that intelligent people above my level would understand what the hell I was talking about. Now, for ghetto-ness, it'd be like, oh, this motherfucker trying to sound fake. Okay, well, you know, come say that shit to my face. Let's see how fucking fake I can be. Because a lot of people who said I was fake got their ass beat by my fake-ass martial arts. That being said, if you are of color, come on, man. Y'all know better. Stop doing dumb shit. Start raising your children right. And hate crimes? Let me touch on that before I end this video. If you hate somebody because they are a person who murdered your family, or raped your wife or your sister or your daughter, regardless of their color, I get that. But if you hate somebody for the one thing that no matter what they do, they cannot undo, they can't change, ever, then shame on you. If you hate a man because he's black, regardless of how many other black people have fucking wronged you, and this one black person who has never done anything to you has done nothing but be black and you hate him for that, shame on you. If you are colored and you hate a white man because of other white people who have done shit to you, and this white man has done nothing to you except breathe air, because we all have to breathe air and we all have to drink to survive. Drink water. Hating someone because of the color of their skin, no matter what other people of that same color has done to you, makes you no better than the pieces of shit that you hate. You cannot hate someone for the one thing on earth that no one has control over. You don't get to say what family you're born into. You don't get to say what color you're born into. You don't get to say what gender you're born into. But that's about the only thing that technology has allowed you to change. If you are a man and you want to live the rest of your life as a woman, you can have that done. They have surgery for that. There might even be an app for that. If you are a woman who wants to be a man, I don't know why you would want to do that, but hey, women have it a lot easier than men in my opinion. But if you're a woman and you want to be a man and you want to either be a gay man or a straight man, you have surgery for that. Although if you're going to grow up and be a gay man, you might as well just stay a woman. That's just my logic. It's the same thing if you're going to be a man who grows up to be a straight woman, you could have just stayed a gay man. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. But if you choose to live in your own skin and you're a gay man who becomes a transgender female, there's nothing wrong with that either. However, you know, it could have worked out both ways. And it's the same thing if you were a gay woman who wanted to be a man just to be a woman. Hell, you might have had better luck as a lesbian. I don't know how that shit works. I'm straight. You know what I'm saying? I love boobs. I love broads. And if the broad wants to give sex to me and she's very beautiful, only an idiot would say no. But you can't hate people for that. You can't hate transgender people for how they are. You can't hate blacks, whites, or Asians because they didn't choose that. They did not go to God and say, hey, dude, when you send me to earth, I want to be anything but those damn niggers. And God will probably look at you and say, gotcha, kid. And you wake up when you're born and you don't know you're one of those damn niggers until someone points it out. And the same can be said for Asians. Say you've been an Asian 10,000 times and you want to be a black person. So you go up to God and you say, hey God, when I go back to earth, I don't want to be one of those damn Asians. I don't want to be Native American. I don't want to be Chinese. I don't want to be Japanese. I don't want to be Korean. I don't want to be Indian. I don't want to be any of those Asians. I want to be a brother. And God goes, gotcha, kid. And when you wake up as a baby, you're an Asian. Again. And you're like, don't know it until someone points that out. And let's say you were an Asian man the last go around, so now you're an Asian woman and everybody's hounding you because Asian women are beautiful and they want to have sex with you all the fucking time. So now you got a double whammy because you don't demand God to give you anything. Period. Now, let's say that's a white person and you were a white racist when you were born and you come up to God and you go, God, I was a racist white man. Please, let me repent for my sins. And when I go back to earth, make me a black man. Or make me an Asian. The people that I decimated when I was alive and I was white. And God goes, gotcha. And then you wake up and you're white again. And you're like, okay, but you're in a better family and you're in a non-racist family. And you can do more helpful things than harmful things in this white body as an activist against people of color as your repentance. And then you realize you have a reincarnated flashback. It's like, I want it to be black. I want it to be white. Well, here's the thing in real life. You don't get to do that. You don't get that choice. You don't get to... I'll be the first to tell you, if I had it my way, I'd be full-blooded Cherokee. Period. That's not an option. I can denounce my blackness. I can denounce my whiteness. But when they run that DNA test, they're going to find that black in there and they're going to find that white in there and there'll be nothing that I can do to stop it. So you can't hate people because of the color of their skin. You can't hate people for their cultural or gender differences. You have to accept people for who they are. Not all black people are assholes. Not all black people are niggers. Not all Asian people are assholes. Not all Asian people are chinks, goops, chaps, spics, spooks, and all the other Asian references that people call them. Not all white people are honkies. Not all white people are crackers. I think I've went through all the racist statements that I can possibly make without making people even more madder at me than they already are. But we can't do that. And last of all, because this really affects black people more than it affects Asians and whites. When a white person does something wrong, white people can snap back and it's like nothing. When an Asian person does something wrong, depending on where they are in the universe or in the world, if it's in America, it's an issue. But if it's in Asia, there's nothing but Asians there, so it's not an issue, and they can snap right back. But in America, I can't really say in Africa, but in America, if a black person does something wrong, everybody feels it. Everybody. And all black people feel it. But also, in other countries, when black people do something wrong, all black people feel it. Let me throw you back to the basketball players in China that had money and decide, fuck it, we're not going to spend this money. We're just going to rob this goddamn store of sunshades. Because it's not like we can't afford it, but we're the kids of famous ballers. And we're just going to rob this stuff. And that fucked it up for every black person from Africa or from America that's living in China. Many years ago, a kid that was American went over to Jakarta, Indonesia, and threw stop signs to everybody's windows. He fucked it up for every European that's living in Indonesia or Jakarta working, because now all of them have to effectively be watched because they're white. And it's like, this white kid came from America and just said, well, I'm just going to vandalize the fuck out this place. He got his lashes. He went home, and I hope he learned his fucking lesson. And if he didn't, you guys can Google that shit. But the fact of the matter is, you cannot hate someone because of the color of their skin. They did not get that option at birth. They did not get that option. I mean, I'm high yellow, but my lower half of my arms are brown because I just refuse to wear fucking long sleeve shirts. I don't like them. I feel like they're choking me. Even though your neck's up here, I still feel constricted. You know, so I just won't wear long sleeve shirts. If it's not cold outside, you won't catch me in a long sleeve shirt. Unless by chance I get a modeling job and they only model long sleeve shirts. Which would be ironic because I don't like long sleeve shirts. And then this shit right here will probably come back down here. But you can't pick your race and your skin tone. You can't. So what do we do from here? Do we continue to oppose hate crimes amongst each other? Do we try to change? Do we try to improve? We try to get everybody to understand the one thing in the universe that you did not get a choice in is the one thing that everybody hates you for. Your birth and your skin tone. You're not going to see me going around pulling my eyes back, doing the Asian thing. You're not going to see me going around hollering about, oh, white people are this and white people are that. I know some very loving and decent white people, and some of them are family. So I'm not going to go around calling white people out of their names. You have a name. If I know it, I'm going to call you that. If I don't know, I'm going to say, excuse me. I'm going to say, hey, sir, or hey, ma'am. But I'm not going to go, hey, cracker, come here. Because I sure as hell don't want somebody going around saying, hey, half-breed, hey, chief, hey, spick, hey, gook, hey, jap, hey, chink, hey, nigger chink. I don't want them coming over there saying that shit to me. I prefer them to come by me and say, hey, sir, or hey, ma'am, or what's your name, dude, so I can possibly carry on a conversation with you. Nah, this dumb black guy in New York decides I'm going to take this brick and start macking white girls in the head and older, elderly white people for the one thing that they can't help. They're white. Thanks, dude. Thanks for fucking it up for black people in New York and around the world again. I will make another video about racism in America and racism around the world and how it affects people, but not right now. Be seeing ya.